Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44.
I was probably pulled it out looking for the other medicine.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cunningham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag through. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to pass on second down. Floats it out in space. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design.
It's going to take a couple of, it's going to take a little bit.
Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. There's nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Hello.
Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. Makes me really predict.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Slippery slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. of the gun to give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Out of the gun, the inside give. All on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to fire deep. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Going right to work up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play we call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Power football with the run. Still on his feet is the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge get back to the line of scrimmage.
To the doctor.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Man, I gotta go to work. Stay home with you today.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They're really starting to build momentum. Even the deflections are going their way.
And those are frustrating because those are luck. Like you can spin it however you want, but those are just fortunate bounces. A lot of times defense in position to make a play, but here in the second quarter, still early, no need to panic, no need to get too riled up.
There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see that. Football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money. But you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And the Trojans will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll send the back in motion. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude, Donna Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They would not let me hit triangle to grab that. I was on that shit.
The 15-yard line.
And he kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about...
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives them the
Get
lead
down.
right back. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out.
I've got
Rolling
the
the dice to
tacos.
bring
I
it
ain't
out
like
of the end zone
I
did not work out as he stopped at 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Working deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions are on.
Come here, mommy calling you.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Cook. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That that wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him.
Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Can't get it to the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking downfield on first down.
I'm gonna hit the wrong button. That's all you.
Interception number 3.
Let's try to hit the wrong button.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Cunningham. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Trojans head quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Out of the backfield, he's open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Sends it back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Throw him
on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown USC. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to turning it off. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put the ball. I know that.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it, time running out, got to get the football back. 2 good plays, now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
With the catch, it's Cook. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't
gosh,
convert on 4th down.
Sports.
Defense a little
Okay,
too
bro.
eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Military stunt! 180.
looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Looking left. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense.
And into the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wormley. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Cunningham. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed to.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game.